Boxing Lowdown in association with Pep Talk UK. I'm here with my guy Anthony Yarde. Now, I think it was about a year ago, me and my dad came to your gym, I don't know if you remember, and like we had a good interview, and my dad and Tunde were like going at it for about 2-3 hours. We were just standing there on our phone just waiting. Do you remember?
I remember, man, talking about Arsenal, talking about food, etc. Of course I remember.
Yeah, man, good times, good times. But anyway, we're talking about this fight now. You got Mehdi Amar coming up. I don't know if you know too much about him, but he went in there with Vostik last year, lasted the whole distance. Vostik, as you know, had a good fight with Stevenson, took the WBC title. How's preparations been going for this fight?
Preparation for me has been very good. Again, I've just been training. You know, I said this early in my career. I don't only train for now, I train for the future. So, you know, you see certain levels, or you see, you know, how it is when you get to a certain stage. So I've been training for that from ages. So you don't need to ever worry about me being in shape. Again, I haven't only trained for this opponent. I've trained in general. So again, the beast is here. Lions in the camp is everywhere. You know the set. So yeah, man, it's going to be an exciting night.
How disappointing is it? I mean, they were talking about it briefly in the press conference just now. Getting yourself in beast mode, getting into, you know, camp mode, ready to fight, and then hearing the news that an opponent's pulled out, especially on a big occasion like the Wilder Fury card. You said that you quickly got over it. I mean, it must have been very disappointing to hear at first, though.
Well, yeah. What it was is that we had four opponents pull out. So that was the first frustrating bit. The last opponent we got, he didn't pull out the fight. He was there. We was both at the weigh-in, both ready to weigh in, etc. But the commission, the California State Commission or whatever, they pulled the fight, said that the fight ain't happening. My opponent only had 3 days notice, etc. Which again, there's a rule that no one's ever heard of in boxing. But again, I take the good with good and take bad with bad, and I didn't take any negativity from it. I just saw it as, you know, it shows me the stage I'm getting to, and I need to be ready for when I get to that stage. So it just motivated me. I said, dug a hole in my belly, and I've been working hard ever since.
Absolutely, and fast becoming one of the most, if not the most exciting fighter in the country right now. How important is it for you to go in there and get the knockout each time out, get the stoppage, or are you just more focused on winning?
Well, in my opinion, I'm the most exciting. I'll just put that out there. It's not any pressure for me to do that, but it's what I want to do. At this stage, I said I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if I was going out there and being boring or having certain fights. Yes, there's fights where you need to box and you need to learn. As I said, I'm learning on the job. I'm doing an apprenticeship in front of the world. I only had 12 amateur fights. I've had 17 professional fights now. And again, each time I'm stepping it up. Last guy, I thought people, because of the weight, because of how short he was or whatever, people were like, oh, he's fighting another nobody. His name is not recognised over here, but he was ranked higher than any British fighter, other than Callum Johnson, who fought for a world title. So, again, sometimes if you sit down and listen to people that don't know nothing about the sport, you find yourself trapped into I don't know, some trance that just leaves you unstuck, because you're listening to people that don't know nothing about the sport. So, you know, I'm just ready for whoever's put in front of me, whether it's the guy I'm fighting now or within the near future, bigger names.
Well, being a popular fighter, as you said, I mean, obviously you've got a lot of followers on social media. We spoke about it briefly before, but like with the comments that people leave under your page, and do you pay attention to those, or is it just something that you just ignore? You know, when people ask like what type of fight you're fighting, who's this guy, and does that have a negative effect on you at all? Or are you able to brush it aside?
Look at my fights. Does it look like they have a negative effect? It ain't having no negative effect. There's nothing that someone's saying, or a couple people. Well, I'm not gonna pay attention to what 40 people are saying that's negative, and there's 400 people saying good stuff. I'm not gonna pay attention to them, the little 40% or 40 people or whatever. Again, not only that as well, a lot of people are sheep. You know, they hear something and then they start making sheep noises and following the trail without knowing any real facts. Not only that as well, I appreciate and I respect that people have their opinion, or people see that I'm a talent and they want to see me in big fights straight away. That's just boxing. That's the nature of the sport. When Mike Tyson was coming through, again, people don't know this. People only saw the end result of Mike Tyson. If you watch his career properly and you go back and study how I've studied, Tyson had a lot of ridicule when he was first coming up. He was fighting every other week, but because he was fighting so often and he was damaging guys, people were like, oh, that's another guy he's going to just beat up. Put him in there with this person. He should be fighting for a world title. This is what people say about up-and-coming fighters, especially when they're exciting. You get eager. Oh, we want to see him in this now. We want to see him here and now. Again, you just got to be patient and stick to what you're doing.
Absolutely. And how satisfied are you with the way your career is progressing so far? I mean, you've got the sponsorship deal with Adidas now.
Fantastic. Like massive deal. It's a global deal as well. It's not only boxing related. So again, that's something that's never been done in boxing before, like ever. Nassim Hamid was sponsored, but he was again boxing based. Some athletes have been sponsored boxing based, but they've never had a global deal. I haven't, you know, exposed how much money I'm getting or what kind of promotional deal I signed with Adidas, but I have taken the lid off the bucket and said that it is a global deal. So that's a very, very big deal.
Absolutely. And I mean, if you was to map out 2019 for yourself, how would it go after this fight, presuming that, I mean, you get rid of the guy?
It will just continue to go how it's been going and gradually get better. You know, the thing about boxing is you could have one fight and, again, it could just be against a name. It could be against someone that's rubbish. But because he's got a name, I could have that fight, knock him out. All of a sudden, oh my gosh, Anthony Yarde's the best thing that ever happened. Just because we fought someone that's a name or we've done something that certain people want. Again, it just comes with timing, man. Everything's timing. And within the right time, everyone's going to see Anthony Yarde. And it's going to be a definitely exciting time for the future.
Absolutely, man. And lastly, before I let you go, I know you're an Arsenal fan like myself.
Come on.
Every day. What's your opinion of the new manager? How do you think we're doing? Do you think we'll beat Man United tomorrow?
Hopefully we'll beat Man United. You know, you can only hope and be positive. We beat Chelsea. You know, I think it was a fantastic performance. So we're on a high right now.
You still go to the Emirates?
You know, sometimes I went. Well, just before I went LA. So I think it was like 2 weeks before I went LA. I went there. I was blitz. My toes were all cold and stuff.
It's cold in there, man.
Blitz. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good year for us, if I'm being honest.
Hopefully get top 4 maybe.
Come on, you know this. Champions League. Come on. CL. Don't bother. Listen, don't come with your hating abilities, man. You Man United. Say
Man United fan over there.
Say nothing.
Well, Anthony, thank you for talking to us, man. I appreciate it every time. And we'll catch up soon. Nice one.